Well. If it isn't I, Uneasy D, of course, the best YouTuber of all time, after CJDACHAMP. But then there's me, okay? But today, we're going to be watching CJDACHAMP's video, 2003, General Grievous was the devil. I gotta know what he's talking about, because I'm a big fan of Star Wars. You know, Darth Vader is peak, bruh. The Stormtroopers, peak. Yeah. So let's get right into it. I'm curious to see what he's gonna talk about, like with the General Grievous. Darth Maul was fire as fuck too. But yeah, man, let's check this shit out. Let's make sure it's on 1440p. We don't want to
shut your clanker ass up, B1.
Whoa. We gotta go back. Whoa. That's starting off way stronger than I thought it would have. I'm not gonna cap.
Shut your clanker ass up, B1.
Damn.
I got this.
Damn, he just got right into this.
That's not human, man. You're not regular, man.
Damn.
Nigga was the devil, man.
Yeah. The Forbidden Files.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new series on the channel, The Forbidden Files. Now, let me quickly explain to y'all what this is. These are not trials. These are files and cases for characters that, quite honestly, don't even need a trial. This is the new tier called The Forbidden.
Ding, wait, hold up. So we got Black Spider-Man, which is his Venom symbiote attaching to Spider-Man. We all know that. We got Dr. Doom, Batman. I don't know, I guess, but like Reverse Flash. I don't even know how they're in the same sentence. Let me go back. I seen Joker on there.
These are files and cases for characters that, quite honestly, don't even need a trial. This is the new.
Dude, you got Darkseid and the
tier
Joker?
Called the Forbidden Tier, and it is strictly reserved for legends of the game. And we're starting this series off with a character that was so disgustingly broken, he had to get nerfed. And that is none other than 2003 General Grievous. This nigga Grievous in 03 was the devil in animated form. Niggas talk about 03 Grievous like niggas talk about Vaughn. Like, this dude was a Jedi killing machine that was non-force sensitive, by the way. Like, for real, deadass, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'd go do it himself, on feet by him.
What the fuck? I ain't never seen that. Are those his toes, cuz? Oh, I want. There's a lot of questions I feel like I gotta ask, but like I don't. Is he upside down right now?
The nigga straight
How
up
did he do that?
to go. And let me just give y'all a warning right now before we even start. If you have only seen Grievous from Revenge of the Sith in 3D Clone Wars and have never seen this man in the 2D version, then woo, you're in for a ride. So let's not waste no more time. Without further ado,
CJDACHAMP's editing is so fucking funny, bro.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Case 1. Sliming out multiple Jedi at once. Now, this right here was Grievous's first appearance in any type of Star Wars media. And man, I'll tell you, boy, this on record has to be one of the craziest character debuts of all time. So this is how this went down.
Is that crazy?
While Anakin and Obi-Wan was finishing up a mission on this one planet, they get hailed from this one Jedi Master. And this man is fighting for his life and panicking. Bro was on the line like, General Kenobi, we need immediate evac. This new droid general, he's unstoppable.
Damn.
Oh God, what the hell? And the next thing that you see when they swap to that planet is this man falling over and dying, and Grievous stopping the communicator in the ground.
Damn.
The first time you ever catch a glimpse of this demon is him booming a Jedi Master. Not just a regular Jedi Knight, a whole ass master. That is fucking horrifying.
That is crazy.
Now let's continue. The other Jedi that are with the Master that just got
Even though the Masters are kind
being
of garbage.
completely surrounded by an army of droids. So while they had them completely surrounded at this abandoned ship, Grievous makes them cease fire. And after he made all the droids stop shooting, this man got on the mic and said,
Attention, Jedi scum! You are surrounded by the glorious Separatist
Now I could have my character switches you right now. But
Okay.
where would be the fun in that? So I, General Grievous, will personally come in there and slam you niggas out myself.
Nah, that's hatred.
Prepare yourself for your impending doom, Jedi.
Yo, that's actually hatred as fuck. He stopped his army from shooting these niggas just to get on the microphone and say he gonna do it himself. Bro, like, I'd be mad as fuck. Like, cause number one, I already lost the war and I'm finna lose the battle right after. What the fuck? Look, dude, if I'm ever, and I mean ever, become like, you know, people have like the Force and like they be using their little superpowered the forces, but like, and like having like a damn, what's that fucking called? Oh yeah, lightsaber and shit. But I would not be a Jedi, bro. I'm being a Sith all day, cause the Sith are way cooler and most of them are way stronger than like a normal Jedi. Like, I'm not gonna get packed up by a fucking. Imagine getting packed up by a stormtrooper. Do you want to get packed up by a storm? I know I don't. That'd be embarrassing as fuck.
So after Grievous drops
That's
the
just me,
mic
though.
and proclaims that he's gonna slime out the Jedi
Damn.
himself, they all start taking position and getting prepared for this nigga. Because Grievous is walking towards them right now.
That's
and
aura.
let me say this real quick. The Jedi in here are no pushovers. Especially these three. Longhead ass Kiadi Mundi, who is a member of the
He is
Jedi
long.
Council.
Oh my God.
Shakti, who was a pain in the ass to fight in the Force Unleashed. And
She
Ayla
kinda
Secura,
bad, though.
the alien shorty that took like 10,000 backshots from clones in Revenge of the Sith. Like,
my
these
God.
are known Jedi masters. And the fact that this man
Why'd they keep
Grievous had this
shooting, bro?
long head ass motherfucker sweating bullets is
Damn.
insane. So while Grievous was approaching them, all they could hear was his footsteps echoing around the wreckage. They couldn't tell where this dude was at all. So
Dang,
this is
this
where
nigga
the
like a
insanity
horror,
begins.
dude.
This poor Padawan that looks like Shaggy, and believe it or not, his name is actually Shaggy.
What the-
When I first watched this, I was like, why does this dude look like Shaggy? And boy, oh boy, come to find out, this actually is a Jedi version of Shaggy. Like, that is just hilarious to me, bro.
Yo,
But
that's
anyways,
actually that's cool as
Grievous's
fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
footsteps got louder and louder. Shaggy, being the same scary ass nigga in Star Wars as well, ended up losing his composure. So he runs outside just to get squashed by this nigga.
Oh my
Grievous.
god. He stepped on his ass. What the fuck?
Yeah, R.I.P. Shaggy. That is one of the most insane deaths I've ever seen. This nigga Grievous jumped from the top rope and squashed him. Knocked
Bruh.
the sonic rings out that nigga.
He's
If you pay
gone.
attention very closely,
He's big ass
his
metal
entire
nigga, too.
body
Ooh.
disappeared. That means the impact of that fall was so hard,
Ah, they did him
his
wrong.
carcass was squished into the ground. His body was literally unrecoverable. So after Grievous
Oh
Looking
shit,
for
my
any
bad. I thought I
vitamin
checked
routine?
for ads, yo. My
Try the
fault.
Daily 4 from Nature Made.
Which, dude, I need to get premium once I
squashed
get bigger on
Shaggy,
YouTube.
he starts
I'm
towering
investing in it.
over all the Jedi and
God
laughing
damn,
at
he
their
big as a
asses,
bitch.
then shows them his 10-foot mechanical body and then just disappears. These niggas were shook because
gonna lie.
this just
I would've
turned
got
into a
the fuck out of
survival
there.
horde. Grievous really started playing Dead by Daylight with these niggas, just toying with them while he was ready to hunt them down one by one. So while they were moving back with their backs against each other, you see this nigga appear out of the shadows like Batman hanging from
But
the
they're
roof.
Jedi,
Dude
bro.
is
Surely
literally looking
Jedi
over them,
masters, they
stalking
don't-
his
they don't
prey.
see that
so
nigga?
Grievous finally decided he was ready to get
He's
at
like
it.
10
He
foot
jumps
tall.
on the roof and starts going to town on these niggas, fighting the whole 1v5 and enjoying every second of it. And dude, this man is a literal cheat.
Hey, to be fair, he does have 4 arms. Or, my bad. Wait, doesn't he? I swear. Hold on. I'll come back to that. I'll come
He
back to
can
that.
turn his body into a Beyblade. This
Yeah.
is the most
You got 4
unfair
arms,
shit I've
4
ever seen.
lightsabers,
Like,
might as
bro,
well
how
take a
the hell are you
1v5.
supposed to fight a 10-foot cyborg
What the fuck
that
is
can move
that,
his body
dude?
like a Beyblade? Oh,
That's
and
not
guess
even
what?
fair, bro.
That's not all he can do, because this is about to get even more insane. He started breakdancing on their asses.
Yeah, that shit is
fighting with
bullshit.
his
I'd be mad as
no
fuck.
way in
I
hell
swear I
a
thought he had more than
10-foot
one, like, there were more than
cyborg
2
should be
lightsabers.
moving like this. No twin, nah. I'll be for real, bro. If I saw this shit, I'd put the saber down, bro.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly understand
I
why
would've
George Lucas nerfed this nigga. So as the fight continued, long-head-ass Mundi tried to force push, bro, but Grievous dodged it and landed on the side
That
of the
shit,
roof.
he got aura,
Grievous
though.
decided to start singling them out. He jumps back in and hits the ground so hard he made a smoke screen. So this
Damn.
wildebeest looking nigga decided to go in
He
and
finna
try
get
to fight
tagged.
him one-on-one, but Grievous pulls off a crazy move. He blocks his attack, and when old boy tried to swing at him again, he dropped his saber, cut him across the middle with his green one, then just slapped this nigga with his other one.
Damn.
Bro boomed that musty-ass wildebeest immediately when he
Why
was
you gotta call
1v1
him
with him.
musty,
So
though?
after the wildebeest Yeti hybrid got boomed, Shang-Chi decides to throw a bunch of scrap at him, but Grievous ends up cutting through all of it. Then this
Damn.
one Jedi tries to pull up on him. I'ma refer to him as Yeet because the nigga got a turban on his head. Grievous grabs his elongated
Oh my
head
God.
with his grippers and slams bro's head into the ground, breaking his neck on impact. Bro didn't stand a chance.
Yo,
He
why
didn't
he-
even get to swing the saber. His last
I'd
seconds
be
of
mad as
life was
fuck
him
if I got
getting
packed
his
up.
face gripped by this man's foot, then eating dirt right after that. But old boy wasn't the only person to get his face gripped, because
Okay.
after Grievous boomed him, Ayla came in trying to swing, but Grievous gripped
Oh my
her
God.
face mid-air.
Do the same
and
thing?
swung both of their bodies across the map with his feet. That has got to be
Bro, oh my God. I need to point out how angry I would be if a nigga grabbed my face with his fucking toes, bro. He like this. He gripped that shit. And then he not only gripped one, but he gripped another one out of the air. Wait. That might have... Dude, that just made it so much worse. This nigga grabbed two niggas by their face with his feet. He didn't even use his hands. You know how disrespectful that is? Bro, why did he not use his hands, bro? He just straight humiliated you for no reason. You gotta let go, bro. Let go of the Jedi, bro. You're not a Jedi. Just be a normal person, bro. Sometimes you need just civilians, bro. Like me, bro. Just be a civilian. I'm tough as fuck and I'm a civilian. Subscribe.
Oh,
Anyway.
So the last two Jedi remaining were Longhead Kiadi and Shakti. So Grievous ended up zoning them both out of their range. Then he drop kicks Kiadi's ass across the stage, taking him out of the fight.
Yeah.
And this just left Grievous one-on-one with Shakti. And he was
No, not my
pushing her
Shakti.
shit. She was panicking, barely holding on and blocking his strikes. So he ended up knocking the saber out of her
God
hands.
damn.
And he comes in to swing on her, but Shakti barely blocks this with the force. It gets sent flying into a pillar, and she is out of commission.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though, she kind of tough for that though. For blocking that though, she said, and like just her fucking, and push that shit away.
So the
That
last
shit
man
hard.
standing was Kiadi Mundi with his elongated dingling head. So Grievous grabs Shakti's saber and
Dingling head.
picked it up with his foot. And he was staring at this nigga Kiadi, laughing at his ass like,
You fool! With your elongated head!
Bro.
I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku!
so after
Damn.
Grievous finished taunting
I think
this
Count
man,
Dooku
he
is like
ends
one
up
of the
pushing
strongest in the
Kiadi
verse.
and knocking the
He's like
saber out
top
of his
5,
hands
I heard.
immediately. And
could be
Grievous ends
wrong,
up
but-
going in for the kill. But at the last millisecond, Kiadi ends up getting bailed out by the clones. And the clones looked at that boy Grievous and said,
Troopers, blast that half-breed clanker.
so they start shooting at Grievous, and Grievous hits the dash, while the clones are
he got
blasting
out of
every
there
single
quick.
piece of ammo that they have at this man. So while they continue
Why
trying
do
to
they,
shoot bro down,
I'm sorry to pause, but bro, every time you see a nigga with a mask on, you're not hitting shit. I don't know if like the mask like knocks away like 80% of their like vision or something, because the way they be shooting, bro, they shoot in the direction of their enemies. They never hit their enemies, bro. Ever.
Grievous decides to drop in and starts to murder all of the clones in front of him. So after Grievous ended up mowing down the whole front
You
line,
got a whole ass
whole
lawnmower
gunship
turbo.
ends up pulling up right in front of his face. And this is when Grievous finally decided to make a strategic retreat. So Grievous ends up hitting the dash again. That man is out of there. I know his 40-yard dash speed is fast as hell. And Kiadi and the clones end up retreating. So yeah, that
Wait.
right there was General Grievous's first ever appearance.
Oh
so
my
let's review
God.
this carnage that he caused. He
Okay.
crushed Shaggy into oblivion,
Yeah.
a wildebeest nigga up on a shirt, gripped Yeet with his feet and broke his
Bruh.
neck and threw their asses across the ship with his
Nigga
feet.
said grip
And damn near
his
killing
feet
Shock T
with Yeet.
along with Kiadi Mundi. Oh, and I forgot old boy at the beginning that got boomed on the communicator, along with his entire battalion. So yeah, this man packed up 4 Jedi, put Ayla and Shock T on a stretcher, and had Kiadi's ass rethinking life. This
He
is
no
one
longer
of the
finna be a
nastiest
Jedi.
debuts a character has ever.
To be fair though, the nigga is clean though. Like, look at the fit, bro. The all robot clanker, with the little spikes on them bitches, and then the cloak, the little what's it? The tattered cloak. Yo, this nigga is peak tough. He peak tough because like, what is that? Like, imagine a nigga pulling up on you built like that, and he like 10 feet tall. Bro, this nigga is winning. He's winning in life.
Yeah, and guess
Unlike
what?
some of the
That
boss.
was only case 1. We still got another case left.
Okay.
And boy, let me tell you.
But that
it
cloak
gets even
hard,
crazier.
nigga.
My name's Chris Rick.
He does have
I am
4 lightsabers.
elite level
Hold up, sorry about the ads
basketball
again.
skills coach.
But he does have 4 lightsabers. I just seen them.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to case 2, the siege on Coruscant. Now, what you're about to see are the events that basically open up episode 3. Even though this series is now considered Legends continuity, this is still kind of what basically happened. So how this went
Show
down,
us up.
this evil-ass conniving nigga Palpatine sent this man Grievous to invade Coruscant and capture him. So
Yo,
the
he looked
Separatists
locked
end up
in,
pulling
though.
up to Coruscant, and a massive battle just ensues. Now, before we get to Grievous, we gotta take a detour real quick. Because this is one of the hardest moments in Star Wars history.
Hardest,
Nigga,
okay.
Captain Fordo, was popping off this battle. Nigga turned into the Doomslayer. Just look
Damn.
at this shit. Him and his squad are being overran, but he didn't care. Bro, boomed the battle droid in front, turned around, smacked this nigga, dumped the clip in his ass,
Damn.
then he throws his gun at this droid, blows his head off, then picks
Wait,
up
hold on,
his
this nigga
weapon
like
and
he's
his
feeling
weapon
himself,
and started
man.
mowing these niggas down. Like, nah, bro.
That shit
You
is
know this man
hard.
was top of the leaderboard in every single Battlefront lobby.
Captain
Bro just
Fordo.
dropped off 20 droids in the span of 20 seconds. So while the battle
That shit
continued
hard.
and Captain Fordo was running up the scoreboard, we see this nigga Palpatine watching the battle and sipping
His
tea,
old
not
ass.
giving a care in the world. This man doesn't care at all what is happening right now. He's just looking at all this shit like, good. I orchestrated all this shit. I don't give a damn what's happening, nigga.
That nigga a hater,
While
cuz.
Palpatine was enjoying his tea, Shock T, a bunch of troopers and 2 Jedi end up pulling up with him. And they're trying to get this man Palpatine to safety. Well, Palpatine was just stalling and acting like, oh, Master Shock T, greetings. Would you like to enjoy some tea with me while I watch the battle? And she like,
Bruh.
no, old ass nigga, I'm trying to get your ass to safety. But while they continued to stay in this room, they started hearing footsteps around the room.
Oh,
And
God,
when they
she finna get
started
PTSD.
getting louder, Shock T knew immediately who this was.
Get down, Mr. President!
Hi, how are you?
So he breaks in the window, letting himself right in the room. And look at this.
I just want to point out, bro. Palpatine, bro. Bro, you're weird, bro. He knew damn good and well he did not have to do all that extra shit, bro. He talking about he got plug him. He said, "Whoa!" Like, bro, come on, bro. That dude didn't even touch you,
Mechanical,
bro.
lanky ass nigga ore farming. Bro really had to hit a whole JoJo's pose before he started
His
dropping
back,
his off. Bro, this
he
nigga
had
Grievous
better
looking at
posture,
Palpatine
though.
like,
That nigga talking about some.
I've come to pick you up.
Shut the fuck up. You mechanical Nimrod. They're not supposed to know that shit till the 3rd movie.
Bro.
Now capture me and make it look believable. So Grievous tries to grab him, but Shock T pulls him away. And they end up taking Palpatine, and Grievous is surrounded by about 20 clones.
That's
but
not gonna
Bro
stop him.
didn't care that he was surrounded at all. Dude was actually ecstatic, because now he could let loose and kill some niggas. So the clones
This
start
nigga is-
firing,
this
and
nigga
Grievous
crazy,
jumps
dude.
up and immediately starts mowing every clone in that room down. Look at what he does to this one dude. He grabs him and plants him on the wall, then just slices him down the middle. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this next guy got done dirty even worse. Grievous slices bro's gun in half. Then he grabs him by the leg with his own leg, then throws him out the window. Nah, bro, that is one of the worst ways that.
I'm not gonna lie. I know he's saying it's the worst way to go, right? But I'd rather, and I mean this, I will literally die on this hill. I'd rather get sliced through my fucking chest. Wait, whoa, let me rephrase that. My fault. I'd rather get thrown out of a window to my death than to get slashed with a fucking lightsaber, bro, in the chest. Like, why? Because look, if I put like my hand in fire, that shit burns, then it burns worse, and then it hurts even more, and then even when it's healing, it hurts. So think about how much a fucking lightsaber stabbing or cutting your chest hurts. If you throw me out the window, I'm gonna be scared as fuck. But bro, when I hit the ground, I'm just dead, like just like that. So I really, honestly don't know about that last part.
Bro grabbed his leg with his own
I'd
leg,
rather
then sent him flying, and he's gonna fall for like 100 floors before he goes splat.
I'd rather do that,
Man,
dude.
rip that guy, bro. So as he continued to murder everybody
the
in this
lightsaber?
room, make this clone look up to the sky to see God, we get to one of the nastiest kills of all time. Grievous
shit.
grabs this one clone by his face with his grippers, then slams his skull into the wall.
Still don't, I don't know.
Dear God, that might be worse than the guy that fell 100 floors. If
I
you look
still
to
don't
the
think
right,
so.
You can see the horror on this one clone's face. You don't even see his face, but you can tell just
Why
by
is
the
he
look.
sitting like
if
that,
I
bro?
saw one of my homies get slimed like that, I'm gonna be real, I wouldn't know what to do. At this point, just put the gun down and accept your fate, or just run. Those are your only options.
I'm running,
Look
you
what happens to
fuck.
this royal guard. Bro grabs him with his grippers, starts using him as a body shield, and slams his body on the ground.
Yo, what? Okay, stop. What the fuck is up with this dude and grabbing people with his toes, though? I've never seen a nigga who loves fighting that much and who loves gripping people like while he's fighting that much, like with his toes. Why? He doesn't ever use these. I get he has lightsabers in him, but like, it's not like he can't like throw one into his like to his feet and like he's gonna catch it with his feet like he was doing to them other niggas when he was. I don't even know what he was doing all the extra
These
stuff.
clones are having some of the
I
most
don't know,
horrific
man.
deaths
This
I've
dude's
ever
freaky
seen.
as
Because
fuck.
this is just getting ridiculous. So Grievous just continued to murder everyone in that room. Those clones stood zero chance against this man. They were literally used as meat shields so Shakti and them could get away. So while they was waiting by the elevator, all they could hear were just the screams of everybody getting murdered in there. Look at this one Jedi. He is spamming the button trying to get the elevator to come up. This dude is horrified of what he's hearing in there. So when the screams stopped, they knew the head start that they got was over.
I ain't gonna lie.
Grievous
Push that old.
rushes through the door
Oh my
on all
God.
fours, running at them like a rabid dog.
Dude,
while
that's
dodging
scary as
multiple
fuck.
force pushes. So Shakti ends up finally hitting them, buying them some time to get in the elevator, but that didn't put Grievous down at all. So
Hell
later
no.
on, after they escape, they're all taking this high-speed elevator down to the ground. So they thought they were safe. They thought they
hell
had
no.
time to
Never
breathe,
think you
but
safe,
that
bro.
lasted for a whopping
Never.
10 seconds.
Especially if you got a
They
dog
look
coming
to
at
the
you.
Right,
Oh
and
my
this
God.
nigga Grievous is running down the building.
What the fuck?
He is running down a building, keeping up with a high-speed elevator. Like, no, bro, no, man. This has got to be another reason why George Lucas nerfed this man, because this is ridiculous. So this
Yeah,
one clone said, nah, twin,
he's
fuck
just
this
running-
shit. He just decides to shoot a rocket launcher at him. And I'm not gonna lie, was
I did
that
that not-
warranted? Yes. I mean, they gotta try something to stop this
Yeah,
man.
I
So when
agree.
they finally reach the ground floor,
But how
they
did
are
that not
surrounded
blow
by a
up in
bunch
the
of super
airs?
battle droids. And Grievous just drops from the building right in front of him. So Mr. Manslug nigga decides to use a force howl, but Grievous was prepared this time. He uses those damn grippers,
Bro, this nigga-
digs in the ground, and starts moving through the house. They was trying every
Damn.
trick in the book and couldn't stop this man at all. So they just decided to run. There was no point in fighting him.
Oh,
So while
God.
they was on the run, Grievous's Magna Guards end up killing the final two clones.
Damn,
so the
Grievous
only
guard
ones
is
that were
better
left
than the
standing
fucking
protecting
actual
Palpatine
clone.
was Shakti and the other two Jedi. So they were having to run for their lives through the city while Grievous and his Magna Guards were chasing them. And
It's
That-
time to get a
dude,
full night's
I'm
rest
not gonna lie,
without
my
the
fault,
bed bug
bro,
and
what is
flea
up with all
bites.
these
Here's a
ads?
powerful demonstration of a green bean.
But bro,
This
I'm
whole-
not gonna lie, dude. This nigga would be scary as fuck. Like, imagine him running at you at night, bro. Hold up, let me make sure my camera didn't turn. Imagine him running for you at night though. It's dark. You're in an elevator. And you look over to your side, and all you do is you see a nigga running after you, basically running down a fucking building with two lightsabers, and he's 10 foot tall. He just killed everybody you know, bro. I'd be, but hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. I'm finna end myself before he can get me, bro. I'm
They
gonna
were
humiliate him.
fighting on a ship to Grievous just destroying it, making it crash in the middle of the city.
Yo, this nigga
then
is
they
crazy,
ended up
dog.
fighting in a subway station.
This
And I'm
nigga
not
got
gonna
him
lie,
in-
this next scene had to be one of the most terrifying scenes of all time. When they
Word?
thought they were safe behind this train, this man Grievous pops up right behind them. Jump scare of doom. So he
Bruh.
starts walking them down and pushing them back. Then kicks both of the two Jedi to the side.
God
so
dang.
he ends up walking up to Shock T and telling her,
Yo, give it up.
Salutations, Jedi scum! You may have escaped from me before, but today you will be slimed!
But Shock T ends up pulling off a 10,000 IQ big brain play.
Okay.
She used the Force to wrap this man's cape around the train. So when the train was ready to go, Grievous just gets yoinked. And this finally brought them some time to escape from this man. So
That was
about a
actually
good
big brain as
20
fuck.
minutes passed, and they think that they finally shaken Grievous. Shock T ended up splitting up from
Yo,
him,
Shock
and the
T
other
needs
two
to, like,
Jedi ended
leave
up taking
everybody, go on
Palpatine
her
to his
own,
bunker
bro.
so he could be safe.
She has to. She has to leave everything and everyone and go on her own, bro. Cause this nigga already seen her. He already was trying to kill her before and he failed. He said he ain't gonna do that shit again. And then it happened again because she, big brained it out. But bro, this nigga is now, not only is now he wanna kill you more, but now you humiliated him, bro. Not like in front of his everybody, bro. So now he's gonna use everything in his power to hey, boy, you better go sit in a porta potty somewhere or something, cause he
So
coming
when
for
they
you.
got in there and locked all the doors, they thought that they were in the clear. But they were soon about to realize not even getting yoinked by a high-speed train would stop this nigga. Grievous was waiting for them in that room the entire time. So he
Damn.
drops down and starts fighting the other two Jedi. And while he was doing that, look at this evil, conniving motherfucker going back like...
What? Bro, why the fuck did he, he backed up just enough for the shade to be like right here in that motherfucker. Just so he can evil as fuck, stare into the distance, talking about something, yes, all part of my plan. Like, nigga. At that point, you might as well just tell him, bro, like, run that shit.
Put them on a shit. So while Grievous continued to fight them, they end up getting stuck in a lightsaber clash. And this is when Grievous finally revealed his trump card. The thing that he's most famous for. He pulls out the other two arms and starts using all four of them holes. And when he was using all four of his arms, they stood no chance. Grievous cuts both of them down in a heartbeat.
Oh my god. Yo.
And
How
it was
you gonna
game
pull
over for
out
both of them.
another set
So
of
Grievous
arms,
finds
bro?
Palpatine, and he looking at him like,
I did it, Lord Sidious. Are you impressed?
about fucking time, you half-breed clank. Now get me on the ship and let's fucking go. Okay, on a real note, Grievous actually never knew that Palpatine was Sidious. That is still hilarious to how oblivious he was to him. But anyways, Shock T finally ends up making it to the room, but she's too late. She sees the other two Jedi dead.
As soon as you see him, you should have already been gone, cuz. Literally, as soon as you locked eyes with your niggas on the ground, bro, you should have been like, oh no, gotta go. Boom! Like, nigga, I would have pushed myself out that bitch. I would have, boom, like, come on.
Grievous holding up Palpatine, and Palpatine looking at her like, oh, hello, Shock T, dear. I'm having a little trouble here. Can you please help me? So Shock T runs at Grievous, but he hits her saber to the side and just chokes her. So he takes her saber, adds it to his collection, then decides to give Shock T some actual shock. He just electrocutes the hell out of her and just ties her up and leaves her there. So Grievous ends up taking Palpatine to his ship. But before he was about to leave, my goat, Mace motherfucking Windu, nigga, came down and looked at Grievous like, you a fake demon twin, and crushes this man's sternum. Look how he had this man Grievous leaning back. Lord have mercy. And this is an incident in this continuity that gave him that iconic cough. So after the ship takes off and Grievous escapes, Revenge of the Sith starts.
I actually didn't know
that's
that.
basically the end of case 2. So let's look at our final Carnage report for case 2.
Okay.
This man launched a full invasion on Coruscant.
Look at that nigga
broke
Yoda,
into
though.
the Chancellor's room and slimed like 20 clones in the most brutal way fashion, then decided to chase the Jedi throughout the whole city, then kill 2 of them and knock out Shock T for a second time. This is some of the most wicked work of all
And
time.
collected her lightsaber, cuz, like loot. That's crazy.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the end of our first ever Forbidden Farm.
Oh,
I hope
man.
everybody can clearly see and understand why this demon got nerfed. Because if he was moving like this in Revenge of the Sith in 3D Clone Wars, then dear God, the Republic would have been cooked. So yeah, 2003 General Grievous, that nigga had to go, just straight up. So with that being
I
said,
agree.
hopefully y'all
That dude
enjoy
was
it. Let
fucking
me know if y'all
crazy.
want any more Forbidden Files, because I have
Bro, I hope so.
And also make sure to follow the other socials, because that is where I'll tell y'all what all the future videos will be. And until next time.
Bro, that video was crazy, dog. Look. Okay, so hear me out. How annoying, how disrespectful is it? Remind you, he fought those other, 5, 6, 7 Jedi in the beginning of the video. He fought them niggas with 2 hands, as far as I seen. He didn't even pull out the other set of 2. So he fought them and beat their ass with 2 hands. Okay. And then later on, he pulled out the other 2 set of hands. I don't even think it's because he would have lost if he didn't. He pulled them out just because he was like, all right, now I'm bored of like boxing with you niggas. So now I'ma just end it by pulling out my real power, which is 4 fucking arms. You know how unfair that is? You're a cheater, cuz you have 4 arms, 4 lightsabers. Dude, the normal niggas only get 1. Some of the dogs get 2. But most of them get 1. And you, like, that's so fucked up, dog. That's actually fucked up. But, bro, that was 2003. General Grievous was the devil. That video was fucking tough. Man, CJDACHAMP, like, as always, he's super awesome to watch. His editing is beyond my comprehension. I'm trying to learn how to edit. Shit is hard as fuck. But I'm, you know, one at a time, I'm trying to do it. But, man, if you enjoyed the video, please like it. Subscribe. I'm going to get to 1K by the end of the year. We either do or we don't. I'm going to try and start posting every day. Right now, I'm kind of posting every 1, 2 to 3 days. Because, you know, life is busy. But, dude, I enjoy YouTube. So that's what we're going to get into. So if you enjoy it, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I don't know what it'll be, but fuck it. We'll see it. Peace.